What's up, family? I'm Kelvin Allen, and welcome to the KultureKure podcast. KultureKure is the podcast that features the people and topics that have the power to take you from the ordinary to the extraordinary. So hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and let's jump right into it. By now, most of you have heard about the passing of former President Jimmy Carter. In 2015, with genuine humor and a huge smile, Carter gave details of his illness at a news conference he arranged to update his supporters throughout the world on his health. For nearly an hour, Carter calmly talked about the challenges that lie ahead for him with an unusual calm and self-reflection, displaying the kind of mental and emotional strength that many of us live our entire lives and never attain. I have long admired the former president, and to learn that he would have to endure the ravages of cancer was heartbreaking to hear, and a shock not only to me, but I'm certain to the millions of people around the world who had grown fond of the plain talking peanut farmer from Plains, Georgia. While watching Carter explain in great detail his diagnosis, prognosis, and treatment plan, I began to think back to how much my ninth grade English teacher admired the former president. Not only did she admire him, she was fascinated with what she considered Carter's command of the English language. You know, class, there are some people who are really put off by President Carter's Southern accent. I'm not, though, because if you really listen closely to him, he speaks perfect English, and he speaks it beautifully, I remember her saying. Looking back, my guess is that part of my ninth grade English teacher's admiration of President Carter had a little something to do with her being a born and bred Southerner like Carter. I suspect that she was just unapologetically proud to know that someone she could identify with was president. I can certainly relate. When Carter won the 1976 presidential election over former President Gerald Ford, he came into office facing an energy crisis, inflation, and a high unemployment rate. Nevertheless, with a calm resolve that has been his trademark, Carter went to work. In Carter's 4 years in office, nearly 8 million jobs were created. The budget deficit decreased. The Department of Education was created. The Social Security system was strengthened, and record numbers of women, blacks, and Hispanics were appointed to government jobs. Carter did this all while remaining true to his Southern roots, family ideals, and campaign message, having campaigned on uplifting the poor of all races, even at the risk of losing his Southern white base. Unfortunately for Mr. Carter, though, the American hostage crisis in Iran of 1979 overshadowed his accomplishments as president and served as the death knell to his re-election bid against former President Ronald Reagan the following year. Still, no matter what side of the spectrum you fall on regarding the merits of Mr. Carter's presidency, there is no denying his dedication to human rights. Whether it was seeking peaceful solutions to international conflict, advancing democracy and human rights, or promoting economic and social development, Carter worked with the kind of energy and selflessness usually reserved for men half his age. And for his selflessness, Carter was awarded the 2002 Nobel Peace Prize. Well into his 90s, Carter appeared spry and hopeful, and although he won't be remembered too fondly for serving as the country's 39th president, you can bet he'll go down in history as a shining example of what it means to serve humanity. Thank you, Mr. Carter, for showing me and millions of others not only how to live, but also perhaps more importantly, how to face the inevitability of death. Well, that's it, family. So I'll leave you with this. Change your thoughts, and you will change your life. Remember, no one can imagine your life better than you can. What you have assumed you are, you will become. The place you are right now was once just an idea in your head, and there's no one to change but yourself. Remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.